All right, good morning, guys. Let's quickly notify others that we are live. Okay, few minutes, guys. All right, guys. If you can hear me, drop a one in the chat. If you can see my screen, kindly confirm in the chat. Let's dive right into today's market analysis. I don't want us to waste time on this. Let's just dive right into it right away. Please drop a one in the chat if you can hear me. Drop a one in the chat if you can hear me. All right, great. Thank you. Um, all right, please confirm if you can see my screen. Drop a one in the chat. All right, perfect. So let's dive right into today's market analysis without wasting much of our time. Um, all right, guys. So let's dive right into today's market analysis. Just to confirm, I'm not alone. Drop a one in the chat if you can hear me. Drop a one in the chat. If you can also see my screen, drop a one in the chat. Let's dive right into today's market analysis. Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to T Billion Forex Academy. If you're new here, my name is Timothy, aka T Billion, and this is our weekly live market analysis and trading session where we break down the Forex market step by step in a very practical and well structured way. We hold this session every Monday and Wednesday by 9:00 a.m. West African time. And our primary focus is XAUUSD, GBPUSD, and BTCUSD, followed by other forex pairs you request in the chat. The goal of this session is to shape and sharpen your understanding of the smart money concepts, which includes order blocks, breaker blocks, market structure, inducements, liquidity, and price action. How you can, effectively read market structure, identify key order block zones as well as breaker block zones, liquidity areas, and most importantly, how you can effectively apply this concept in real market conditions. So whether you're a newbie trader or you're an intermediate trader, or you're a pro trader, stay with me as everything we do here follow a clear top-down analysis process. So we are going to begin our analysis today on XAUUSD with XAUUSD. Okay, good. Let's head straight to the chart. I believe you can see my screen. Please, if you cannot see my screen, kindly notify me on the private WhatsApp group. Okay. All right. So as always, we begin our top-down analysis process from the daily time frame. Okay. And of course, what are we doing? We're basically, identifying our external liquidity and establishing our directional bias. Okay. Once we have our directional bias established, we take trades in the direction of, our directional bias. And as I've always said, your directional bias might not necessarily be, the trend. Okay. Yeah, the trend is one thing, the directional bias is another thing, right? So, however, when both aligns, it's perfect, but if it doesn't, sometimes it's all good. You only take trade in the direction, in your directional what bias. So that is that. So let's start by identifying our external liquidity. So on the daily time frame, I can see that just by drawing our trend line, I can see that we are bearish in gold, right? We're bearish in gold. And of course, we have our external liquidity right here, right? This right here, and of course we have this here as well. Okay, all right. And so this is our sell side liquidity. This is also our sell side liquidity. If price takes out this liquidity, then we would expect it to come all the way down here to take this liquidity as well, because overall we are bearish. And okay, so we also have so this is the most recent breakout structure to the downside right here on the daily time frame. Okay, right, and this is our sell or buy side external liquidity right here. Okay, so let me just take this guy out for now. So we focus on the most recent liquidity level. All right, so if you look at this, you would notice price reacted. We have price reacted at this order block right here in the daily time frame. Okay. Yeah, the price reacted on this um, order block on the daily time frame, which is of course our bullish point of interest. Okay, but then we are bearish, directional bias wise. We are bearish. Looking at the trend line, gold is obviously bearish, and of course, you can see this was the last bit of structure to the downside, and this, is a retracement to the upside. If you look at it, price pullback to the upside and reacted off this breaker block right here. So this is our supply breaker block or bearish breaker block. So you see price reacted off of this bearish breaker block. So if you pull up your discount and premium tool, you can see that that zone falls within, the premium zone, right? And after price tapped into this, price has been given this bearish movement. Okay, so now let's drill down further uh, to the what's it called, to the 4H time frame. Wait, guys. Okay, all right. So still on the one daily time frame, we have this break of structure to the downside. This internal break of structure BS. Okay, and of course, price reacted at this. Price reacted at this breaker block right here. This breaker block right here. This candle. All right. So okay. So price reacted off of this breaker block right here. Okay. So let's drill down to the 4H time frame to further analyze this the price action of this breaker block. Okay. So on the 4H time frame, okay. So as you can see, price tapped into this breaker block. The 4H time frame breaker block aligns with that of the breaker block. So let's drill down further to the 1H time frame to look out for a continuation on in a pattern. Okay, so you see price reacted at this breaker block and it has been giving us a bullish bearish move to the downside. Okay, so we would expect this bearish movement to continue into this buy side liquidity. Sorry, the sell side liquidity is taken out. Okay, so that is it. So let's analyze what price has been doing right from this breaker block and down to where it is currently, so we can identify potential continuation concept. Okay, so I'll do that on the 1 H time frame. Okay, so if you look at this, okay, this is the last break of structure to the upside right here. Let me zoom in so you can see it properly. Yeah, so this is the last break of structure to the upside. US 918. Okay, and okay, and we got this market structure shift right here, the MS. Okay, and of course, this is our inducement to the upside. This is our inducement right here, IDM, and price tapped into this order block right here. I caught this signal on the private WhatsApp group. So yeah, price tapped into this order block right here, and we smashed full take profits. So this right here, price tapped into this order block right here. Okay, and this flow, we took our profit right here, right here. So price, you know, smash our full take profit. Okay, so this order block right here has been mitigated. So we are no longer interested in this order block right here. So the next point of interest you want to pay attention to is this right here. Okay. So this is what we'll be waiting patiently for price to tap into so we can join the sell of gold. Okay, so this is it right here. Let's short it. Then just SL is somewhere around this minute, guys. Let's drill down to the 30-minute time frame to further refine this zone. Okay. All right. Perfect. So the one on the 30-minute time frame, I would rather you know take my trade at this order block right here. This. Okay. So that way I have a refined, more refined entry than taking my trade on the 1 H time frame. Okay. So the SL will be slightly above this price level. Then my take profits will span all the way down. So minutes, let's push this further to this. Perfect. So this is where I want to take my trade at this price level. All right. So for the take profits would span all the way to this swing level. Although I'm just trying to be conservative with my take profits. However, if you want to be aggressive, you can take your profits at this price level right here because, of course, for this bearish trend to continue, we would expect price to take out this external liquidity, right? So you might want to take your profits here, or probably take partials here, then you take the full profit at this price level. But for this, I'll leave it at this price level, which is 1 is to 6.2 risk to reward ratio. which is not bad. Okay, so this is my buyer zone. XAUUSD. We're going to share this setup on the Free Signal Telegram channel. Okay, if you're not active on that channel, please stay active there. I'll drop this setup there, and as soon as price gets to this price level, I'll take, I'll drop the signal there accordingly. Again, if price trades more price action and give us new, what's it called, breaker block zone or other block zone, you know, then again, I will analyze and drop the setup on the free signal Telegram channel. For now, this is the most viable and feasible setup I can see on gold right now. Okay, so that is that on XAUUSD. If you have concern or question on this analysis, of course, do well to drop it in the comment section. I'll go to the comment section and attend to it as soon as possible. Okay, so that is that with XAUUSD. Just to be sure I'm not alone on this call, please, if you're with me, drop a one in the chat. Drop a one in the chat, and if you're following, drop a one in the chat as well. Are we together or separated? All right, great. So let's move on. So this is my bias on XAUUSD. Now let's look at GBPUSD real quick. On GBPUSD, again, we repeat our analysis. We begin our analysis process from the daily time frame. And as always, you want to identify your external liquidity and establish your directional bias. Right. So here we go. We have this is the last break of structure to the downside. Right. This is the last break of structure to the downside. And sorry, let's do this with this. Okay, cool. Break of structure to the downside. Okay. And here we got this market structure shift, MS, on the daily time frame. Okay, market structure shift. Now, drawing our trend line, you can see market is bullish. First tap, then up, second tap, and market overall is bullish. We got this market structure shift to the upside, and price, has reacted to this breaker block zone right here. Is it this bullish breaker block? Establishing our direction bias to bullish. Okay, so this is where price originated from, right here. All right, perfect. So we have this. This is our bullish breaker block. Okay, and of course, price is currently reacting to this um, bearish breaker block right here. Because it's important we take note of that. Okay, but again, our directional bias has been established to be bullish. So we are bullish. And don't forget, we have this buy side liquidity, and this is our sell side external liquidity. Okay, so what you want to do next is let's drill down to the 1 inch time frame to identify other price action. 4H. Okay, so looking at the 4H time frame, I think everything looks good and aligns with that of the 1H, the 1 day time frame. So let's drill down to the 1H time frame, which is our entry time frame. We take our entry on the 1 day time frame or sometimes the 30-day time frame, depending on the price action. Okay, so on the 1H, let's look at what price has been doing from the point of origin. Okay, so we take trades accordingly in line with our directional bias. Don't forget we are bullish. Okay. Uh, okay, so we got this price tapped into this what's that again? Let's check. Is that a breaker block or another block? Let's check this real quick. Okay, good. So price tapped into this daily time frame breaker block right here. Good. This is it. Okay. So this is the last break of structure to the downside. Okay. POS. Perfect. And okay, we got this market structure shift right here. It's beautiful on the daily time frame, on the 1H time frame. Okay. Boom. MS. Okay, great. All right. And of course, this is obviously our inducement. This is our inducement. All right. So these are inducements, IDM. And so I'll be interested in taking a trade at this. Oh, so price has actually mitigated this what's it called? This 1H breaker block right here. This candle. Price has already mitigated it and gave us this bullish move we're having currently. So I'll now pay attention to this order block right here, this 1H order block, which is still unmitigated. Okay, so this is where I would probably want to take a buy if price made it to this level. Okay, right here. That is one. This would be our bullish order block. Yeah, demand order block zone. Okay, but again, let's take a break from there. This inducement price tapped into this and push to the upside, and this stays unmitigated. So we look for price to tap into it for a potential bullish move. Okay, so let's drill down to the 30-minute time frame and look at what price has been doing within this range. So we could possibly identify other zones here we could take a trade on. So drill down to the 30-minute time frame. Let's study the price action. Because this 1H order block zone is still quite far away from price action, from the current price action, I'm going to just minimize it. Of course, it's there. You can always come back to it. All right, so I'll minimize it and keep it right here. You can always focus on the most recent, you know, price action. Okay. Okay, so price tapped into this zone right here, this breaker block, which price has mitigated. Let me extend it so we understand this better. So this is where price tapped into this structure right here. And right here, good. Okay. Now, if you look at that structure, you would notice that we have this is the most recent break of structure to the downside. This right here. Okay, that's our BOS. That's about the time. This is 99.31. We have to get this done as soon as possible. So this is our BOS to the downside. And this happens to be our market structure shift. Okay, after price tapped into this what's it called, breaker block right here. So we got this market structure shift right here. Yes. Okay, perfect. And now this becomes our inducement. This becomes our inducement. Okay, IDM. So, and here we have our POI, which is this order block right here, 30-minute order block right here. Now, this is where I want to wait for price for a potential buy opportunity. So we're going to be longing this zone and wait patiently for price to tap into it. So this is it right here. And our take profits would be at the next. You can take a profit right here, or you take it at this external liquidity right here, this buy side liquidity. Okay, for me, I'm going to set my TP at this external liquidity right here, and this is a 1:8.57 risk to reward ratio. Okay, so that is that. This is my bias on GBP USD. Again, I'm going to drop this setup of the free signal Telegram channel. Okay, all right, so that is it. Now let's quickly look at BTC USD. BTC USD. Perfect. All right, so please, I hope we are following. Can you drop the one in the chat if you're with me? Can you drop the one in the chat if you're with me? All right, so let's look at good. Let's look at BTC USD. BTC USD. Okay, so again, we begin our token analysis process from the daily time frame. And for this, I have okay. Looking at BTC, you can tell that price is bearish. Okay, and this is the most recent break of structure to the downside. US. And our external liquidity, where is our external liquidity? Okay, here is our sell side liquidity. Here's our sell side liquidity, and this is our buy side liquidity. Okay, perfect. Now, what we want to do next is let's look at so we are bearish basically, and we identified our external liquidity. So let's look at the price action. Let's see where price originated from in line with our directional bias. So you can see this is our sell side, this is our bearish breaker block zone right here, of which price tapped into it and started selling to the downside. And we anticipate that price is going to take out this sell side liquidity in order for this bearish trend to to continue. So this is our target. We're bearish, so we keep selling until price takes out this extra liquidity right here. Okay, so with this out of the way, let's drill down to the for each time frame to to analyze the price action within this range for a possible continuation on concepts. Okay, just to confirm this, you pull out your discount and premium tool. As you can see, the zone is within the the premium zone, and that is where price started selling from. This is good. 4H time frame. Let's look at the structure on the 4H time frame. Okay. So price is currently reacting at this. Price is currently reacting at this order block right here. So what price is currently reacting at this order block right here. This okay. So as a demand order block zone right here, and it's where price is going to be reacting. Okay, of course, we would expect this zone to fail. However, if we, if we get a reversal pattern at this zone on our entry time frame, then we might consider taking it. Okay, but again, it is recommended and advisable you take trade in the direction of your directional buyers. Okay, and this is it. Okay, now let's drill down to the 1H time frame to study the price action from this zone down to this zone. Okay, so all right. Okay, so this was the last break of structure to the upside. So there's a last break of structure to the upside, and price broke above this. Okay, so this becomes our market structure shift. This becomes our market structure shift, MS. Okay, and market structure shift. So this is our IDM, our inducement. So we have this inducement right here, IDM, and of course, price invalidated this order block right here, so it's no longer valid, and went all the way to this extreme order block, tapped into the order block right here, and of course, bearish order block, and of course, gave this massive bearish movement to the downside. Okay, so let's study the movement and identify, the continuation and the concepts. All right. So this is the most recent break of structure to the downside. Yes. And this is our inducement, IDM. And this is our point of interest. So obviously price is still way far from this zone, okay, from this other block right here. So what I would do is I will drill down to the what's it called, the 30-minute time frame for other zones within this price action. Okay. So on the 30-minute time frame, I have, all right, I'm trying to identify, okay. All right, so, okay, so we got this break of structure to the downside on the 30-minute time frame. Let's keep this right here. So we got this break of structure to the downside, this BOS. And we also got this break of structure to the downside right here, BOS. Okay, now for this is my inducement, IDM. Okay, and this is my point of interest. This is my point of interest. I would rather want to short BTC at this zone right here, and this is a high probability setup. Okay, so we short at this zone right here. Now SL will be slightly above this zone like this. Okay, now take profits. We're going to target this zone right here, and that's a 1 is to 12.4 risk to reward ratio. Okay, so I don't want to force trade. This is the most viable zone that I can identify on the 30-minute time frame. Okay, I don't want to force trade. Of course, we can drill down to the 15-minute time frame and look at this zone properly for a possible multiple entry. Okay, but All right, let me quickly check that. Let's see. So this would have been I would rather take a trade at this zone, which price has already mitigated. If I'd seen this setup prior to this, you know, prior to this what's it called, live stream, this is where I would have taken my sell trade. Okay, this is where I would have taken my sell, trade. Yes, we got a break of structure to the downside, which is this. Okay, BOS, this right here, BOS to the downside. If you drill down to the 15-minute time frame, you have a clearer picture of that zone, which is this. So here we have a break of structure to the downside right there, and this becomes our inducement. This becomes our inducement. This right here, IDN, and this becomes our point of interest. This zone right here, and that's the zone price tapped into and gave this sell, then came back to tap the zone again and continue to the downside. Okay, but that has already been invalidated. Has already tapped into the zone, and you know, so the zone has been mitigated. I am not going to take any more trade on that zone. So the most viable setup that I have right now on BTC, that I can see right now on BTC, is this right here. Okay, again, patience is what separates a professional trader from a gambler. Okay, so let's be patient and wait for price to tap into this zone. Okay. All right, so I think that is my bias on BTC USD. I think I would like to call it a stop right here. So we're going to, continue next session. So please stay active on the Free Signal Telegram channel. All of this setup I'm going to share right there. And if you have any concern, questions on this analysis, please drop it in the comment section. I will do well to attend to your questions and concerns. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. I think that wraps it up for today. Today's key lesson, as always, is your structure, directional bias, your order block and breaker block zones, and your entry. Okay, you only enter when you get a reversal or a continuation concept. Okay, you don't necessarily have to be on the chart. Look at what price has done before you came to the chart. Look at what price has done. Try to zoom in and look at what price did from your POI down to the current price action, and trace price all the way from there and look for a possible continuation concept to join the trend. That's how you trade the market profitably, basically. So, guys, if this lesson or this session has added value to you, don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never get to miss our live trading sessions. So we'll be back again on Monday at 9:00 a.m. West African time. Until then, trade smart, protect your capital, and I'll see you in the next session. Peace out, guys.